Have you ever said yes and instantly heard your inner voice say,
You know good and well you didn't want to say yes to that.
that regret feeling, that pit in the stomach feeling? I know you know what I'm talking about. And if you felt that, I'm going to need you to stick around and get cozy. Because in my last video, we uncovered the hidden chain between loyalty, fear, people pleasing, and the constant pull for validation. And what we concluded was that those links keep us giving and giving and giving until we're empty, choosing everyone else's comfort over our own peace and sanity. But here's the reality check we need to give ourselves. Seeing the chain isn't the same as breaking it. You can call it out, give it a name, and still wake up tomorrow nodding yes to something you don't want to do. That's why today it isn't about naming the problem again. It's about the practice. And that practice is saying no without guilt. Not a harsh no, not a defensive no, but a confident, grace-filled no. One that protects what God has put in your charge while honoring who you are as an individual. If that sounds like a plan, let's go be brave. Let's take a moment to acknowledge that saying no actually feels heavy sometimes because we associate, or most of us associate, our worth with being useful or agreeable and not rocking the boat. So because that conditioning runs deep, every time you think about saying no, your brain thinks about the risks involved, such as risk of disappointing someone, risk of being judged, the risk of being seen as selfish or difficult. It's no wonder it feels easier to just say yes sometimes, even when your internal system is yelling and screaming no. But what you have to realize is that fake yes doesn't protect you. It robs you blind of everything you hold valuable. On the other hand, a confident no isn't rejection. It's alignment. It's you saying, I respect my time, my energy, and my purpose enough to not trade them for approval. And once you start seeing no in that way, the weight that you felt starts to lift. But here's something you need to know. Awareness alone doesn't break the pattern. Practice does. So let's walk through some real strategies that you can put into action the next time someone asks more of you than basically you have to give. Number one, script it. Most of us freeze in a moment because we're not prepared. You wouldn't walk into a presentation without notes. So why go into life without prepped boundaries? Something we don't really think about. A couple of practice lines can save you from crumbling under pressure and looking crazy in the streets. Here's something you can ask yourself right now. Where do I usually say yes, but regret it later? Just naming that situation is going to help you see the problem, and then you can start to think and prep your no lines for that exact moment. Number two is a powerful pause. People pleasing thrives on speed. Someone sees you, you smile, you say yes before your brain even catches up to what just transpired. You want to interrupt that cycle with a pause. Try, let me check and get back to you. So that 24-hour buffer is going to give you space to choose instead of react. That's all you need is just a little bit of time. So just think about the last time you rushed into a yes. Where were you? What were you doing? What was what was asked of you? How would that outcome have changed if you had given yourself 24 hours before answering? If 24 hours is too much, whatever the time period is, give yourself time to actually ingest what is being asked and really reflect on how you feel about it. Number three, redefine what no means to you. We treat no like rejection. It's very harsh, cold-hearted, selfish even. But really, no is more so a protection for you. And it means to guard your time and that energy and that peace we were talking about. You're protecting all of the things that mean something to you. Every no may mean that there is room for a yes to your health, to your priorities, to your goals, whatever the gifts God has given you, right? The sooner you start thinking about how no is represented in your life, the better you'll be able to see how it's going to benefit the other aspects of your life. 4, separate relationship from response. So for this one of the biggest fears is if I say no, they'll stop liking me, they'll be disappointed in me, they'll look at me funny. We don't want to feel the potential of, that judgment. But a healthy relationship honestly can handle boundaries. If someone only values you when you are saying yes, they don't value you. They're valuing your compliance. Saying no won't ruin the right relationships. It'll make them more balanced even. So take a moment and ask yourself, who in my life respects my boundaries without pushing back? Who resists them? What does that reveal about those relationships? That may prove to be one of the most important questions that you ask yourself. Number 5, practice micro no's. So for this one, just start small. Basically, you don't have to begin with the biggest ask on your plate in your mind. Just say no to something that's low stakes, like not answering every message immediately, declining an extra assignment, passing on a group outing. Over time, you'll feel more confident handling bigger no's. Think about what's one micro no you can practice this week to start strengthening your boundary setting muscle. Just choose one, anyone, low stakes. Breaking the chain of loyalty, fear, people pleasing, and validation doesn't happen in one day. We know this. Let's be realistic and compassionate with ourselves. But every time you pause, every time you script your no, every time you protect your peace, you're building that muscle. And that muscle is your confidence. Your no isn't selfish. It's you honoring the time, the energy, and the purpose given by God that you have here on this earth. Ask God to grant you clarity to know what is for you, strength to say no to what is not, and peace in guarding what has been entrusted to you. Okay? And here's an affirmation as well. So I'm going to give you 2 little extras this video. My no is not rejection. It is protection. I honor my peace, my energy, and my God-given purpose. Simple. That's it. Say that to yourself. Convince yourself. Say it until it becomes second nature. If you found today's strategies helpful in any way, I've created something I know will serve you even deeper. It's called the Confident No Toolkit, and it's filled with scripts, prompts, and spiritual anchors to help you practice the skill until it becomes second nature. It's coming soon, and I'll share more details along the way. But until then, don't just listen. Remember, practice. Take one strategy from today and use it this week. Use it today, because your confidence doesn't grow by thinking about it. It's going to grow when you decide to start living it. God willing, I'll see you in the next video where we'll keep building your toolkit for peace, purpose, and unapologetic confidence.